Hello, just doing some meal prep on this Sunday. Not a very prepared meal prep for the week, but that's just the way my day is going. This is going to be a pot of vegan mushroom soup. Not something I normally make, just trying to change it up a little bit. I cut up a bunch of cremini mushrooms I bought this morning with onions, garlic, and I just lightly sliced very tiny pieces of tofu and fried it up with the onions. I'm not sure how that's going to work in here, but just adding that extra protein. Cooking up a pot of spaghetti pasta. Not even sure why I'm doing that, but I think I'm going to use it with this I made earlier. I fried up cut up tofu, onions, with all the usuals, garlic, salt, pepper, and then I poured quite a bit of soy sauce. I didn't have any tamari, and kind of boiled it up in there after it was nicely pan fried, and then I added green beans and some leftover frozen, red peppers, that kind of thing. So I think I'll have the spaghetti noodles with that. I'm not really into rice lately for some reason. It's just, bleh, I don't know. I've got some chickpeas. I'm gonna drain and rinse. I was gonna make a tomato something, but I'm not now. And so I'll use, I don't know, I'll take this for some of my, mostly I'll have the dinners at home except for one night where I work a later shift. I'll have my dinner at work. I'll probably take the veggie pasta and I'll enjoy the soup this week. For lunches for work, usually I do a basic plain sandwich with the 12-grain bread, and I always cut up bananas and apples. They're the most economic thing to buy all year, although the apples at the end of next year they're all kind of gross because they'll be old. Right now they're great. So I always do the cut up banana and apple, put it in a container. It's kind of I just do it. Don't even have to think about it. I just do it. Also have some oranges. They were actually under $1 a pound this week. They're not very good, but whatever, it is what it is. I usually buy quite a lot of oranges. I just bought these this morning. They're already going brown, which is disappointing, but any that go too brown, I just make banana bread. And I would use a banana in a smoothie. I make my smoothies in this little NutriBullet. I just use banana, plant-based milk. I use frozen berries. That's the only frozen part of the smoothie. I prefer not to have frozen bananas. Hang on here. What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna turn this down. Okay, and so in my smoothie, I usually have one every morning. Occasionally, if I'm running low on protein, I will bump that up and I'll have one later in the day. Not normally. I try to get my protein throughout the day. I do a lot of workouts. I want to build muscle, so I know that protein intake is really important. So I take creatine every day, take about 5 milligrams. I'm not going to lie, I started taking it 5 years ago for the sole purpose of building muscle. Now I take it for many other reasons, especially being a woman in my 50s. There's so many good things about creatine. It's one of the most studied, science-backed products. Look it up if you're curious. There's lots of information about creatine, but I do take it for mainly muscle, but now for other reasons as well. I've got my protein powder in this container. I buy a 2-kilogram bag because it's economical to buy the bigger bag. I buy Iron Vegan, plain, plant-based protein powder. No, I don't like any sweetener, nothing. I don't like flavors. And I'm trying out this vitamin C in powder form so I can just add it to my smoothie. One little scoop is 2,000 milligrams, or I can do half a scoop for 1,000. And something I've been realizing lately is sometimes when you buy supplements and products off Amazon. You may not be looking to see they've got a stamp of it's called a GMP, and it's guaranteed manufacturing something or other. I'd have to look it up, but you just want to make sure that product is done in a facility that's been deemed appropriate, and you're getting the right thing. I've only had one situation off Amazon where I ordered something. It wasn't a supplement. It was a skincare item that had a shelf life, and they sent one that was expired, and I wasn't too impressed, so I'm really careful now. I always watch for that. So I get these type of items from iHerb down the States. $35 Canadian will get you free shipping. It only takes a few days. I get my creatine from iHerb usually, or Amazon, and my protein powder. This is not the container. This is what I put it in, from Amazon. So I have one of those in the morning. What else do I take for lunch? Lunches, I always make like a mixed salad, like spring mix, spinach, greens. I'll buy leaf lettuce, like whatever's the most economical for me that'll get me through the week. I basically put anything and everything in my salad. I'll even cut up bananas in my salad. I'll cut up apples and put them in my salad. But usually I put nuts, dried cranberries. They're up there. Sometimes I put granola, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing to put in a salad, but I just do whatever. Cranberries, nuts are my favorite. And I buy the bags of like trail mix, and the trail mix with the dried fruit. I buy dried onions. I have pumpkin seeds back there. So those are the kind of things I put in a salad. I just like to make it really like full and wholesome, not just eating a bunch of green stuff. Sometimes I will put in roasted chickpeas, just because I want to have them crunchy. Sometimes I will just take chickpeas, or I'll take a mixed medley. Drain, rinse really well. I don't want any of if it comes with any yucky oil on it, I want it completely rinsed, and then I'll dress it myself. I'll make like a bean salad with a vinaigrette dressing, or I'll drain and rinse the chickpeas, half mash them up, and I'll add some relish, maybe a relish, mayo, salt, pepper, garlic, whatever else works in kind of like a tuna salad sandwich without the tuna. Obviously, I don't eat tuna, so like a chickpea salad sandwich. Those are really yummy. So yeah, lunches are pretty easy, and then I'll save like something like this. The soups will be for dinner when I'm at home. I'm not going to pack that to work. So this week I might take a little bit of this with me on like Tuesday and Thursday when I'm out of town, with some noodles. And I only have this freezer. I don't have an extra freezer. It is in my long-term plans to get a little one. So I buy bags of the mixed fruit. I usually buy dark. And I just look at the grams. I try to get the most bang for my buck. I buy loaves of bread and I cut them in half. I break them up in half, and I freeze half at a time, so everything's really fresh. I'm definitely not a low carb person. I do work out. I want to keep my weight healthy. I want to gain muscle. So I just have to be careful not to eat too much carbs, but I definitely like to get all the food groups in. I make banana bread, lemon bread. I'll make treats. Lately I've been into making, with this blender, my sister and brother-in-law gave me, which is great. I haven't had a blender in years. Using soft tofu and making like a chocolate mousse, which is really yummy. Yeah, one more thing. I've got a pan of steaming hash browns cooking up. Again, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those. I might, I'm going to get them out of the oven pretty quickly. I'm going to open this door. It's getting very steamy in here. I don't know, maybe I'll make like little potato pancakes or something. Haven't decided yet. And one more thing I've been getting in a box of 30 are the Clif bars. I put them in a big container here. These are for like in a pinch. They're higher in protein than a lot of the other bars. And for a small bar, they pack quite a punch. They're actually pretty filling. Sometimes if I have one, I only eat half of it because they're pretty filling. Oops, maybe that's upside down. But anyways, I just kind of look at the grams per serving. I believe this is 68 grams per serving for the entire bar. It is, yeah. And a box of 30. Best bang for my buck with something that doesn't have a lot of junk in it. And they're not super sweet. They're just sweet enough. And they do have that extra bit of protein. So these are good in a pinch to keep your protein levels up when you need to have that on the go snack. So yeah, the Clif bars, I do get them off Amazon in that size. Again, great for when you're on a budget. It's worth spending a little bit more up front, and then you're getting a better deal in the long run.